Guess who got brands talking? Brandlive.co.za.
You're listening to our social TV.co.za news feed. My name is Sam Marshall. Our top stories: Somalia eligible for debt relief, and yes creates over 32,000 jobs. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, and World Bank have said that Somalia is eligible for debt relief under the Enhanced Heavily Indebted Poor Countries HIPC initiative. The decision was described as an important step to seeing Somalia's $5.3 billion as of 2018 debt being forgiven. The boards of the global organizations commended the country's sustained commitment to economic and institutional reforms under challenging circumstances and agreed that Somalia was eligible for HIPC assistance based on preliminary assessments. Since the official launch of Youth Employment Service, YES, in November 2018, more than 550 companies have partnered with YES to create over 32,000 work experiences. These are expected to inject more than $1.3 billion back into local economies through youth salaries. This result makes YES one of the highest impact job initiatives in the country that is not funded by government but leverages an innovative DTI policy on the codes of good practice to reward companies. The reward is a triple BE level up for an investment in youth jobs. Research by the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants, SAICA, indicates that the cost to the country of lifetime unemployment is $1.2 million per person. The 32,000 YES jobs equate to an investment of $1.3 billion in youth salaries for a year. The Equality Court has ruled that the owner of a Mitchells Plain Superettes policy of denying people with prams or wheelchairs access to his store is discriminatory. The matter was brought against shop owner Suladin Khan after a shop attendant denied 5-year-old Connor Haskin, who uses a wheelchair, and his mother Liesel Haskin access to the store in April of 2019. Connor has Down syndrome and some developmental delays associated with West syndrome. He cannot walk or communicate like most children his age and needs around-the-clock care. Khan was ordered to remove the sign prohibiting prams and wheelchairs and to rearrange his store in a way that will accommodate the use of these devices, to within 3 months pay $5,000 to Red Cross Children's Hospital, pay Haskin $5,000 towards Connor's next buggy, and to apologize in writing to Haskin. He also has to pay the legal costs. And finally, hundreds of residents, teachers and learners marched to the Khayelitsha Magistrates Court. They handed over a memorandum demanding measures to make their schools safer. The protest, organized by the Khayelitsha Education Forum, KEF, called for the Western Cape Education Department to install metal detectors in all schools and to hire security guards 365 days a year. KEF also called for the department to start a walking bus in which learners, under the supervision of an adult, walk in groups to and from school. The protesters called for proper fencing too. The memo calls for an end of gangsterism and drug abuse at schools. It also calls for investigations into all reported cases of gangsterism and drugs. Let's recap our top story: Somalia eligible for debt relief.
For more stories like these, go to www.social-tv.co.za. Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on our social mediums.